Hello, everybody out there. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me show a thumbs up. That's what I want to see. We're going to be live right now. We're going to be live. Oh, okay. I'm seeing thumbs up across the board here. Folks, hopefully you can see and hear me across the board. I'm going to say across the board a lot today. That's like my new thing. So across the board, a panel of experts here. I'm joined by Ben Pack.
Hello, it's me.
Alex Navarro.
Hello, I am here. I have played bad music and I'm ready for video games.
Jeff Gersman.
See me, hear me, fear me.
And CNET's own Jeff Bacalar.
Hey everyone, I'm drunk.
Okay. Well, another Friday, am I right, Jeff Bacalar?
I wish.
Oh boy, here we go.
Thursday,
we're here to have fun, but we're also here to talk about EA. EA is doing their Play Live, and hopefully they're here to have fun too. Take it away, panel of experts. We have 9 minutes.
Yeah, so this is what they're doing instead of an E3 press conference. They went ahead and announced that Star Wars Squadrons game. I guess, like, why don't we just check the temperature here?
Okay.
I feel like the only question that I have here in the Jeff Gerstmann Memorial Sportatorium here is Skate 4, yes, no?
No. Maybe a Skate Mobile thing, right? That's the thing that went around a little bit there.
The thing that went around. Yeah.
There will be Skate. It won't be what anyone wants.
No.
Will anyone be happy with a skateboarding game coming out of this thing?
Jeff, why
not?
don't you broaden that out? Will anybody be happy?
Will anybody be happy with what's said here today? Star Wars Squadrons sounds potentially cool. And yeah, there's there's like an opportunity for them to talk about that Anthem thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk about a Mass Effect remaster going on.
I would love to see some Apex news.
I believe they said they would be touching on some Apex Legends here. So
just take me out and uncrop me.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta find somebody else to put in there. I'll put a picture of Dead Space 4 in there.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect. I'm assuming at least two Star Wars things, a football thing, a football thing. Yeah. A basketball.
Anything's possible.
A battle.
I mean, anything's possible. You could have a Knights of the Old Republic 3. Who could say?
Match.
EA owns a lot of stuff. It's just a matter of when they say, like, oh yeah, I guess.
Their basketball never basketballed last year.
No. I think it's been 2 years at least since the last one.
Didn't they cancel last year's to say, hey, we're going to do one this year? But now this year, with the season being what it is, wouldn't you think like they'd be like, hey, let's look. This basketball itself is already in kind of a weird state. Let's take these smart rings off and just push it back another year.
What is that story?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You can get your own smart ring for like $300-400, and then you too can know if you're sick or not, I guess.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm sick.
Yeah, I know you are.
Cure is a Mass Effect remaster. Wait, hold on, let's start again. I've got a fever, and the only of 100 Andromeda, and the only cure is what should I keep going? The only cure is
you're gonna get better. Checks yourself before you wrecks yourself. Vinny.
Yeah, that's right. Give me a Miranda. Give a Miranda for Mass Effect remaster, folks. Need for Speed. Need for Speed?
Yeah, they have announced that they would be continuing with Need for Speed, so there's certainly potential for something like that to happen. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like EA these last few years have oscillated between here's a bunch of games that are not going to be out for years, and then like, oh, we're not going to talk about any of those, and here's the games that are just coming out in the next 4 months. And you know, they've been out there talking about and showing a little bit of Madden here and there. So I would expect that we see a little bit more of that. Like there are details about like, hey, here are the things that Tiburon wants to work on and focus on to try to make the game better here. All right, I got random items in front of me
Great.
here.
I love it.
That,
I love it.
You know, I'm gonna pick up 3 of them. You see if you can tell me which one of these could be affiliated with the EA press conference.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab these items here. I'm gonna touch these and hold them up.
Touch them.
I got this.
Okay, that's
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Okay, all right. That's okay. I'm not gonna name what that is, but I'm gonna say maybe.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
I've got the 2 Live Crew as clean as they want to be, the clean version.
That's
nice.
that's too clean.
That would be the one they would put on EA tracks. So possibly.
Okay,
clean
possibly.
faces. Okay.
And I've got this. This is a rare item here.
Okay.
This is new in box, completely sealed. This is a collector's edition Battlefield 3 mouse.
I'm gonna go with the Ouya.
That's a good call.
I'm gonna go with the Ouya.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
Okay, so EA getting big into the Ouya. They're like, you thought we were gonna get into the Switch here, but
I think they're gonna show. I think they're gonna show Titanfall 3, and then people are gonna go, oh, Ouya.
I don't like you any after that.
Well, you get enough of this on the Beastcats. This is all the leftover material from the Beastcats. This is the stuff that made the cutting room floor. So this is why I save it for the good stuff.
Oh, that's upsetting. Okay.
This is the good stuff.
I like good stuff.
I played some Titanfall 2 today. It came to Steam today.
Yeah.
As part of their slow rollout of Origin games that don't seem to load well on Steam sometimes.
Is it
but
hitting
this one
Origin?
actually booted. It launches Origin first, and then shows you a version of Origin for a moment that says like the store is disabled because you launched this from another client, and then tries to launch the game. It's this very slow process. They'll probably roll out EA Access because that's the subscription service that they have on PC and on Xbox. Is supposed, and it's on PlayStation now as well. I think that is supposed to be coming to Steam. They've been talking that up in the last week or so here. So maybe today is the day they just like roll that out, or that's supposed to be real soon from what they've been saying. So,
all right, folks, we got 3 minutes on the clock here that I'm seeing, that I'm looking at.
Battlefield Online 2, huh?
Never been
Peggle
a
on
Now
better,
you're talking my language.
never been a better
That's what
time.
they call Peggle on Switch.
Peggle on Switch. Peggle remastered, fully HD PS5 launch title.
Puzzle Deluxe on Switch.
Okay. A new Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer Renegades.
They already have a new. They do have I believe they do have a new Command and Conquer on the books, so maybe they could show that.
Is it not the mobile one? Is it a?
It might be.
No, I think that came out.
Oh well, stick around. We got 2 minutes, folks. Unfortunately, I can't. They're not hitting play yet, so this might be a seat of your pants jump for me to embed the player here very quickly and hit play and make everything full screen. So I'm antsy. I'm ready to go. I wanna.
Yeah,
get in
your
here.
fingers on the trigger here.
I got. There's a lot of things got to happen at the same time. I'm gonna hit play. They're gonna hit play. I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna make sure the volume's good. So stick with us.
All right. So Alex, Jeff Baclar, hockey. Let's talk about it. What do you think that game needs? What do they need to be doing to
money?
What do you think this year? Yeah, put money into it.
Yeah, just
like a budget.
Yeah, just slide like a $20 bill in there and see what happens. They don't waste time, and I mean waste. They don't waste time talking about it at any other E3 in their presentation. At least it shows up on the show floor and you can get to play.
Yeah.
But this game, I mean, it has felt neglected in a major way for a very long time for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm clearly very passionate about it, but at the end of the day, like 20, I barely touched after that first sort of honeymoon period, and then you move on. That game needs a from the ground up refresh. So if this is the year we get it, rock and roll, I'm on board. But I haven't felt the indication that that's going to happen. But fingers crossed. I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of the hope. Like, when they get to new consoles, you hope that maybe they are able to do a little bit more with some of these annual franchises. But I wonder if that then turns into, because they did say with Madden that like, the experiences on the different consoles will be a little different, which you could take to mean like, we'll have a bunch of new shit and AI and all this other stuff that we couldn't do before, or you could take it to mean like we're stripping out like 9 of the modes for the new version. We don't have time to make it good.
I mean, presumably they will need to do it one day, unless they just stop making it, right? Like they will need to do this one day. They will need to be like, okay, clean slate, here we go, different engine, whatever it is. But I don't know. It's I've been burned too many years in a row.
Yeah, UFC 4, the logo for that
okay.
leaked out of the PSN off the PSN servers not that long ago. So I would expect that would be here. That lines up timing wise. They don't do that annually. So, and there's like some people out there still running some petition somewhere saying like, why don't you make a boxing game?
Why don't they make a boxing game?
Why?
I don't think anyone who wants a boxing game wants the answer to why there are no boxing games anymore.
Yeah.
Well, why won't you sign my petition then?
Because I don't sign petitions about video games.
Exactly. Quid pro quo. Straw man. We're gonna get started. We're gonna get started shortly here.
Yep.
Looks like we got 2 minutes.
You got 2 minutes?
We got music.
You do?
You have
I got a countdown.
Mine says the premiere will begin shortly.
Yeah, where are you?
The timer. Okay, no. When I hit refresh.
Oh, okay. Oh gosh, here it goes. Oh gosh, it's all happening too quickly.
Minute 54.
Okay.
Minute 53.
Okay, here we go.
52.
Here we go.
I'm at 140. I'm ahead of all y'all.
Whoa.
I know everything.
No.
I'm in the future, motherfuckers.
Is there skate?
I'm assuming I just have to watch this myself. Is that how?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. You should go watch this.
We're not going to feed it to you because then everyone will be behind.
Yeah, it'll be a mess.
Yeah.
I'm
Look
at
at that.
139.
Wait, 39?
I'm at
135.
117.
Oh yeah, I'm at
115.
I'm at 109.
Okay. I'm going to refresh.
You gotta
Oh wow, Vinny's even further in the future than I
I
am.
refreshed and I got further behind.
All right. Well, that's good because everybody watching will have
No, I
mine.
have an ad.
Oh no, what is going on?
112.
Oh, that's much
111,
better. Okay, I'm
110.
I'm 54
minute.
seconds. All right, I can pause mine. Hey, who's in the middle here?
1
Mine
minute
paused
on the
for
dot.
me because this is not running well.
Okay, great. Okay. 40 seconds. Folks, if you're listening in the chat here over at giantbomb.com and this beautiful music sounds good to you and the mix is good, let me know. What are we looking at here? This looks like a render error on a Mass Effect planet. That's what the textures
I
got
feel like
bad.
we're in a countdown to like a video toaster presentation.
Paradigm shift.
Shepard,
Shit.
this planet is fucked.
All right, watching it on /chat on our website is faster than me watching the YouTube.
Okay, here we go.
Amazing.
Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5.
I'm at
4,
10.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1. I'll let you guys know
I'm
what
at
happens.
20. Yeah.
It started.
12, 11, 10.
Watch on our website and you can at least catch a little bit behind Vinny.
Started.
Hello and welcome
Shapes.
everyone to
I'll make
EA
this louder.
Play 2020. We're
The
happy that you're joining
EA
us
logo
today.
was always
Over
in
the
those three
next
shapes.
45 minutes or so, we've got so much for you.
Wait, when I
including
load up
creative,
our
innovative,
website,
and
it's
really fun new
us
games.
talking.
It's us
over it.
talking,
And a lot
yeah,
of
I
fun to
realized.
share.
Faster. What?
But
Ben, are
before
you
we get into
high?
the show, I'd like to take just
thought
a
it would
minute here.
work.
I want to extend a heartfelt
I thought
thank
maybe
you to
both
first
players were
responders,
embedded or something weird like
medical
that. I was like,
staff,
oh, good
and
response.
essential personnel. This has certainly been a challenging year.
Is this
From
guy
natural
CG?
disasters like the bushfires in my
Yeah.
home country
No,
to
but
the
this guy is-
devastating
this guy is
COVID-19
CG.
pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn. I also want to thank our teams for their amazing dedication while working from home. What you've been able to achieve
I hope
is
the
nothing
surfboard is
short
the
of
only piece of
inspirational.
furniture he owns.
We are also deeply thankful
My
to all
only
of you,
request for this
our
press
players.
conference, EA,
Even when
is
we've
that you
had
have
to stay
mastered your
physically
audio
apart,
to be consistent
billions
across
of you are
every
using
trailer
games
you're going to
come
show.
together to
Definitely
play
not.
and do amazing things for each other. You've shown why this is truly the greatest form of entertainment on the planet. This is also
This looks
a
inspired.
for the
Hold-
movement
hold
and
for
racism
applause. They
and
left all
racial
that stuff in.
injustice
Yeah.
in this world.
Yeah.
Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. It's a long-term commitment. We're here for players of every color, background, religion, and personal preference. We will continue to build strong representation in our games, and we are focused on making our communities fun, inclusive, and positive places to play. We also have real work to do to bring greater diversity into our company, and we are committed to doing that work. Today, we're here
Hot tip from the
because
chat.
of the
If you're
power
behind,
of
set it to
games.
double speed
Games
and it'll
bring us
catch up.
together. They can make our lives better. They
just
can
works for
teach
me.
us,
That's
they can
wild.
provide
That's
escape and
weird.
self-expression.
It's a good tip.
And most of all, games can be fun. All of us at Electronic Arts believe in that, and it's why we're excited to get up every morning to make great experiences for all of you. So thanks for being here with us. And now, let's get into some games.
Buffered.
All right, we're getting into some games.
Games.
That's
What's up,
not-
everybody?
that's not
I'm
games.
Greg Miller. And
Hey,
welcome
who's this
to
guy?
EA Play. We
Greg
had
Miller
an
ain't games.
incredible show in LA.
But
playing
maybe
for
he's
you.
playing.
Huge stage, massive setup, these giant monitors. I was gonna fly in an X-Wing. I was gonna land the X-Wing on stage. I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol Baskin, some tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, Jane? No Tigers. So you lied. Oh, all right. I'm being told there are no Tigers, but whatever. We're still gonna bring you the EA Play you know and love. Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never before seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore, world premiere trailers of new titles, some old favorites making a comeback, a look at a new way Star Wars fans can live out their greatest fantasies this year, plus a sneak peek at the future. Oh, and pay
And
close
Greg looks sharp
attention
here.
because
This is
today
not a
you
dig at
could
him.
win one
I
of thousands
was
of
just
Steam
thinking,
codes
I
for
do not
more than
envy
a dozen
anyone
great
that has
EA
to give
games on
a
Steam.
massive presentation
Throughout the
right
show,
now without
keep
the
an
ability
eye
to like
out
go
for
to
discreetly
a
placed golden
hairdresser
letters.
and go in store and get clothes picked out and stuff. Like it seems
Write
daunting.
them down as they appear,
Yeah.
and
You
at
think
the
he looks
end
like
of the
shit?
show,
Is that
we'll tell you where you can enter that secret code for a chance to win.
That's what I got.
So don't go anywhere.
I think he looks
Who am I
great.
kidding?
I
Let's
think it's
move
really
on.
hard to do a monologue
But
without an
enough talking.
audience.
Let's
Yes,
see
I was
some
gonna say- I
games.
thought that's what
First,
Ben was
we're
getting
heading
at.
to Outland.
I think
That's
I
right.
look like
Go
shit
see
and he
Lost
looks
Last
nice.
Time.
Okay.
I thought that's what you were getting at. Was the
I gotta
audience.
say, I love that they're using like the shapes from the old EA logo as transitions. That's like a fun thing.
So
Apex.
it worked for Sony, right?
Yeah, right.
Hey Apex fans, the battle just keeps getting bigger. Thanks to you, Apex Legends is coming off its most successful, most epic season yet, and we're just getting started. Season 4 saw more of you jumping into the fight than ever before, and you've kept that amazing momentum going forward, making Season 5
There's going to
the
be a season
biggest
6. Thank
and
you.
best start to a season
Well,
ever.
they do have something. Right? They just said that they're devoting the whole studio to this game now. I feel like that's a good time. Yeah. To like, we got
hope
some
you've been
big
enjoying
plans.
Season 5, Fortune's Favor,
I know there's a lot of talk of
which has
cross-play,
seen the introduction
cross-region
of our latest legend, Loba,
coming in.
a major map change to
I don't think
King's
I've played
Canyon,
this since like season
Rest in
2.
peace, Skull
How
Town.
how
an
is
all-new
it?
ranked series,
It's good.
and a ton of
You
quality
know,
of
they're
life
doing a lot
updates.
of different like
But
game
it's about to
modes
get even
and
better.
map rotations
Today,
and stuff.
I'm here to tell you about what's coming next to Season 5 with our latest collection event, Lost Treasures.
This
Take
is
a
like
look.
the PvE stuff, right?
Yeah.
Lost Treasure. Yeah.
No one will ever know. You'll just be gone.
Whoa! They just killed my favorite player. I'm not playing that game anymore.
Raiders.
Oh, I'm getting a little hitching once in a while.
They risk
A little
everything
bit.
for
Yeah, me too.
fame.
Okay, it's not just
I
me.
knocked mine down to 240p
Fortune.
so I can really appreciate the graphical fidelity.
If you
Oh
find
boy,
what they're
now I'm
looking
really
for,
slowed down.
What's up with that guy?
but if they
Yeah, I don't know why
survive,
Crypto has a
they might
mustache.
walk away with lost
Hey, look, they got to keep making
treasure.
skins, right?
Yeah.
Wanna do
All
Raleigh
skins eventually
fingers?
devolve into guy with facial hair.
He's been in lockdown. It's what he grew.
Yeah. Everyone's got their projects, be it a dumb mustache, sourdough bread.
Check yourself or wreck
Oh,
yourself.
Oh.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Guns? Who needs guns? I don't need guns. I know
Is
what
that Johnny
I'm looking
Cage?
for.
Just gonna say they got
I
the Johnny
won't walk
Cage.
away without it.
Yeah.
너를 찾을 거야.
T, it's me. Be careful. He's watching you.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Who was watching? Thanos.
New character.
As
Probably.
you just saw, the Lost Treasures Collection event brings with it a ton of great content, including a new limited time mode, Armed and Dangerous Evolve.
Armed and Dangerous Evolve.
It's the
That's a
return of
silly
a fan
name.
favorite.
Yeah.
Snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending out my decoy.
Was
Did you
Armed
say
and
all armor
and
is
we're
evil
removing all
armor?
of the respawn
Evo
beacons
armor.
across the
Evo
entire
armor,
map.
right.
Don't worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates with the help of a new item, the mobile respawn beacon.
What?
You'll have one of these in your inventory at the start of each match, giving you the power to choose when, and more
pretty
importantly,
neat.
where you bring your teammates back into the battle. Lost Treasures also introduces a new town takeover, Crypto's Map Room, which gives players a closer look at what motivates
Maps.
this drone-wielding hacker.
Is Armed and Dangerous the one with the shark gun?
Yep.
And of course,
Okay,
the Lost
good.
Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive content you can earn by completing challenges, as well as all new event-exclusive cosmetic items and the introduction of your boy Mirage's heirloom, which is fittingly a trophy of himself.
That is very Johnny
See
Cage.
you all in the ring. Don't worry, there's
Yeah.
plenty of me's to go around.
I would
And
like
the
to
best
say for the
part is you don't
record,
have
he
to
is
wait
not
that
my
long.
boy.
Lost Treasures
I
drops
like
on
Mirage.
Tuesday, June 23rd.
I like Mirage.
He's all
But it's
right.
not all Apex
Is Mirage
fans.
the
battle is
the
expanding.
Paradise
That's
Burnout
right.
Paradise
This fall, we're bringing
DJ?
Apex Legends to
DJ Atomica?
And I know you're
I hope
hoping,
so.
wondering,
Yes, but
praying.
no.
So before
Yes,
you
but
ask,
Okay, crossplay. There you go.
Crossplay is coming to Apex this fall.
Awesome.
It's been one of the biggest requests we get, and we're thrilled to finally deliver it to our fans. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah, one last thing. Let's make it official. We're huge fans of
Hey.
Nintendo
There it is.
Respawn, and we're
Nice.
incredibly
He should
excited
have
to be bringing
snapped.
Apex
He
Legends
should
to the
have snapped.
Switch this fall.
Yeah.
And we'll share more details in the months ahead.
He couldn't.
So that means you'll be able to squad up no matter where you and your friends prefer to
Tragic.
play. Xbox, PlayStation,
What do you mean you don't know how to
Switch,
snap your fingers?
or on the PC, or throwing out a lifeline.
You already
between
learned the
the
script.
divide
We can't
between
get
the
someone else to read it.
On behalf of the entire Apex team, we want to thank our incredible community. Your passion for the game is truly inspiring. We look forward to seeing you all in the arena. And don't forget, check out Lost Treasures on June 23rd.
Don't forget.
Oh man,
I
that
feel
was
like
amazing.
They keep coming back to this trophy thing, the statue, the trophy thing over and over again in a way that's just like,
I had a really good time here.
I hope there's
Yeah.
more to it than this, because geez.
The heirlooms, people really like the heirlooms, but yes. If you're not invested in Apex,
Sul,
that is a
everyone.
little
Yeah.
silly.
One
Sim
thing I
5.
admire about Apex Legends
Sim
is
Someone
its
call
commitment
Abby.
to having such a diverse range of characters.
Live look. We need a live
At
look.
The Sims, we've
Yeah.
always believed representation and diversity in games is
Abby's gonna.
critically important.
You can see her run in the
Perhaps now more than
background,
ever.
like storm through the shot.
Her hair on fire.
Abby
How
scream
meaningful it
getting
can
like
be to
progressively
see
louder
yourself
as she gets
reflected in
closer to the
games you play.
microphone.
So, here to tell you in their own words are a few members of our Sims community.
It's a very interesting thing to explain.
It feels empowering, actually, and very moving.
It really taught me a lot. The importance of just like keeping relationships good with people.
It's probably like the only place where I was open.
They get to see my personality first
Are you talking about
before
Second Life?
seeing my disability, I guess you could say.
Sim.
I found myself to be the only black child in my school. I was discriminated, I was bullied. My skin tone, my height, and my teeth.
First realized that I was trans, and I was like praying to God to undo it. I have this world where I can express myself and be myself.
Where I come from, who I am, the color of my skin, you know, who I'm attracted to, let any of that get in the way. It was no barriers.
No matter where I was or what I was going through, I had my safe place.
This is plausible. This is a future you can have.
It was almost like I was peeking into the future, and I didn't know it at the time.
This is The
but it
Sims,
gave me
right?
hope.
This is a very heavy
Sims.
Sims
Don't want it yet.
thing.
Yeah. I could build a life that looked like that.
The
I
Sims
feel like
is
they
almost
knew
like a
they could put
utopia of what I hope
this
our
stuff
world
in this
eventually
block,
becomes.
right? The Sims
As I
is
got
very
more
much
comfortable with
more
my character in the game,
representation
I got more
game.
comfortable with myself.
I play to build.
I feel like it wasn't always. I feel like they,
No,
I
it wasn't.
They got
to
there. They
Express
got there.
myself.
I played
There was an
to
article
make a
going
difference.
around of how like
I played
somebody
to
somebody
feel good
had
about
same-sex
myself.
marriage in The
I
Sims
played to
2
have
or something, and they went on
confidence
vacation
to
and didn't
not
know they were
feel
supposed to take it out, and the game
It's
just
more
did
than
it
just a game.
accidentally or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's creating your life.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, Put people,
As you just
lock
saw,
people
there
in
are
a
so
2x2
many
room
reasons
and
why
fill
I'm
it with
proud to
water.
be
Right.
part of the Sims global community.
I can be
We want
myself.
The Sims to be a place of unity
Lock these people
and hope.
away.
A place where you can be your authentic self and build your vision for our shared world. A place
Simmers.
to imagine what's possible.
Simmers.
To our Simmers,
To our
thank you for
Simmers.
everything you've done
I
to
don't
make
like
your
it.
communities virtual
I don't
and
like it
real a better
either.
place.
It's good, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
Now, I know some of you tuned in hoping for some Sims news, and we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you. We'll be welcoming players on a whole new platform as The Sims 4 arrives on Steam
Check it out. It's
today.
The Sims 4 running on
Take a
PC
look.
like it always has, but we put a Steam logo here.
Hey, I don't need your negativity.
whole
It's a
new
very
platform.
uplifting thing, okay? I feel very good. Finally, The Sims on PC. Oh, yeah, that dog is like a shark.
Somebody threw that dog in the pool and removed the ladder. Oh no.
I've not gotten deep into a Sims game since Sims 1, but I got so deep into it that I had to like uninstall it. I can't do this.
I live vicariously through Abby.
That's right. Yeah.
As she murders all of us in The Sims.
It is weird they dedicated a block to The Sims on Steam in a way without a
Hey
bigger
everyone,
announcement.
Alex here from the social team, and joining me today from our community team is Freeman.
Hey folks, yes, we're here to tell you that it's not just The Sims 4 arriving on Steam today. 5 more great EA games, including
Dead Space is free?
Titanfall 2, A Way Out, and Dead Space 3, are all playable right this second.
Oh, fall
and when EA Access arrives on Steam this fall, you can get all those great titles and a ton more with your membership.
You can also expect to see our new releases on Steam too. One of the first arrived just a short while ago.
I need to
with
get
full
Steam
mod
2.
support
Did they
via
just announce
Steamworks.
Steam 2?
Yeah.
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is
They
Command
painted
and
a racing
Conquer
stripe on it.
Remastered.
This is a good remaster. This is good.
I want to play it. Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet.
Hey, it's well made. The people that worked on it cared about the right stuff.
As someone who never really got into Command and Conquer, is now a good time.
Never.
Yeah, so I mean, unless you're like playing a ton of RTS games, and then you might think it was B2 simplistic.
Absolutely
Because it's a very old RTS game. But like, I think it's still playable. They've got options to modernize the controls in ways that make it play a little bit more like a modern RTS, and it works pretty well.
I played like 3 RTSs ever.
And Steam isn't the only platform getting some love. We'll be bringing games to
Somebody
more
should swap
platforms
the
than
Sims
You can
trailer
expect
music with that
7
music.
new games
See how
coming
that
to
works.
Switch in the next 12 months.
Yeah.
Including Burnout Paradise coming tomorrow and Apex Legends later this year. And we're bringing crossplay to many of your favorite games too, starting with Need for Speed Heat and continuing with some new titles being revealed later in the show.
It's all about giving you the freedom to play what you want, where you want, and with who you want. It's about playing together.
Absolutely. Now, let's reveal some more games. Over to you, Greg.
Quick reminder to keep an eye out for those special golden letters hidden throughout the show. They could appear anywhere, and I mean anywhere.
Hang on,
So keep your eyes
Is the full
open.
code EA?
Write the letters down as they appear, and once you've got the full code, you'll be able to enter
it's
for
EA
a chance
Access.
to win one of more than a dozen great games on Steam. So stay tuned and find out where to enter the code at the end of the show. Now, if you follow my content at all, then you
It's
know
eat
there's
shit,
nothing
skate
I
people.
love more than buffalo wings and discovering inventive new games. Well, I don't have any buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the past couple of years, EA has partnered with the amazing studios like Haze Light and Zoink to give us such creative titles as A Way Out and Faye. Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working on the next wave of EA originals.
Sony sent people green
Sometimes you
screens.
just have this great idea
EA
of a
said,
game.
"Screw it, we're going to animate
really hard to
everybody."
do it on
We're just gonna send you a car and bring you to a better living room.
so that we can try unconventional approaches to solving new ideas. There are times where you've got to like break past your own sort of mental blocks, even if that meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
This is kind of neat.
We get to do the game we want to do.
Will he give the middle finger in animated form?
Tell me to fuck off, Joseph.
Yeah.
Tell me. Do it now.
Yeah.
Do it
We can
now.
really push our ideas further and bigger than we first imagined.
Hang on, let me find
Let's
that.
find that magic.
It's got a little bit of like a corporate middleware vibe to it. Like they're gonna sell me like
I found that
B2B.
magic. It's an Xbox 360 HD DVD drive in box.
Oh, very good.
I found the magic.
Nice.
And now for a deeper
I
dive
found a
into what
letter-
these
I found a letter.
developers are working on,
E-
we turn
Where?
our
What?
spotlight
What? I
to
missed
Sony
it.
Studios.
Please tell me what it
First
is, Vinny.
Haze Light and their
EA
mild-mannered,
Play.
quiet leader, Joseph Ferris.
EA Play.
They made the P yellow.
Let's do it.
So that's the power of the PS5.
more water.
Doing like a whole segment on him now.
And we signed a deal with them.
Dude,
I just won't roll with it.
He doesn't work here, so
Feels like that supercut in Zoolander when they're introducing Hansel.
Hey, remember what a huge bummer A Way Out was?
yeah.
Oh, he did it.
I
really like
I don't need
music,
I don't need
but-
him to be like, sorry, that's just me, buddy. Like in a follow-on from that other thing. Like it just ruined that moment. Like, yeah, just me, dog.
It's amazing that he did that promoting A Way Out too. That's like the director of Fled getting out there and being like, yeah, fuck video games. Like, what? What are you doing?
And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know.
I've
My
given
third
Sweden
movie
a
is Zozo.
lot.
It's basically about my life when I came to Sweden when I was young. I've done
Is this a
5 feature
movie
movies
about
and I've done
him?
3 games.
Yeah.
And it's way hard to make a game. It's almost like the audience have control of the pacing
Yes,
of the story.
I think that's
while
what we
the
all
movies
agree
is
on,
being
right?
paced for you. In video games, there's so much to be explored from a storytelling perspective because of the interactivity. There are some studios out there that are
They got to
making
him.
games that have good stories, but they pretty much have one mechanic they like reuse all the time. The designers
so
and the
bummed.
story writers are kind of like doing 2 different games. That's why I founded Haze Light, to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games. That's what game number 3 from Haze Light is all about. Action.
It's a playable
The
documentary
new
about
game,
Rob
It
Bass and
Takes
DJ
Two,
Easy
is a
Rock.
co-op action-adventure platformer that will blow your f***ing mind away. The story starts
They
out
let
with
him
a
do
small
all the
family.
cusses he
Cody,
wants.
May, that's
Yeah.
the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody and May are about to separate. Rose doesn't want them to divorce, so she creates
This is
2
the
dolls
wrong
out of
music
wood and
to talk
clay,
about divorce,
and these
man.
dolls
Yeah.
magically come alive, and he actually controls both Cody and May. And you could say you're almost controlling their
Like, the
emotions.
tone of
You're
this is
almost
so
playing
weird.
their emotions.
It is.
A little all over the place.
There's even levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions. So again, marrying the story and the mechanics. And I think for the players, that's gonna feel very new, different, and unique. They haven't played anything like this before. It Takes Two.
Is that how they're marrying
crazy
the story and the
roller coaster
gameplay?
ride
Is he
that
says it's a crazy
doesn't
roller
really
coaster
have an
ride
ending.
while they're
It has
showing
an
an
ending, but
in-game
that ending
roller
is that
coaster
the roller
ride?
coaster crashes
Yes.
and
To
you
be fair, it
fly
was
into the
pretty
sky
crazy.
and get up into
Boy.
space. And when you're in space, you're like, what the f am I doing up here? And then maybe you get back to Earth again. That's the best way to describe It Takes Two, actually.
Is it? Okay, I'll take your word on it. I mean, it's your game.
All right.
Wow, that was the best way to describe it. All right,
Thank you,
Joseph, we
Greg.
love you so much. Thank you. Keep it up over there.
There's a
Help me
ladder.
out.
There's a ladder.
Of course, ladies
Where?
and
I don't
gentlemen,
see
let's
it.
keep
I don't
this
see it.
originals train rolling.
It's
And
an
let's stay in
M.
Sweden. Of course, I'm a fan of both
Okay, let me
their
write down
delicious
M.
red
Yeah,
gummy
yeah.
fish
I'm
and
the
their
only
video
one
games.
who's gonna get it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
It
Klaus
is
and
seriously
Olaf
going to be
from
EA
Zoink
Play.
Games.
It's EA Play so far.
Of course it is.
EA Play rocks.
Apples.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome
EA
to Gothenburg
plop.
and, well, my home. Unfortunately, I didn't bring you any
Search
Swedish
for me
fish,
instead.
but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game. At Zoink, we've
So far,
always
this is the
been
most
driven by
interesting
love
living
of
room.
rich, vicious storytelling and creating strange worlds that people can escape to.
That's a
The
horrifying
weirder,
picture.
the better. And I think my friend Olaf would agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
You found
And
it.
for our next game,
You
though,
found the
we
darkest
wanted to
thing
try
I've seen all
something
show.
A little darker, something out of a gothic fairy tale. What started with a mood and some paintings grew into this eerie, strange world that feels like something out of a beautiful, twisted dream. And that's the world of random.
Lost and Random is the story of Even, a little girl with a big heart and an even bigger temper.
Even bigger
After a
eyebrows.
horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of random. But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers Dicey, a playful, loyal, almost puppy-like dice companion that gives her the power to really change things in the Kingdom of Random.
Everyone's talking about RNG these days. How can we capitalize on this?
Randomness is fear.
Is it esports
The Dark
ready?
Horse controls every aspect of life, from where you live to how you act or what your favorite color is. It's a coming-of-age story set against the
I get a
backdrop of
real,
mysterious
I used to
world,
play
but it
keyboards
holds
in
a modern
Dragon
message
Force
that's really
5 off
relevant
this
to our
dude.
world right now.
Sure.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos around us. With Dicey's help, though,
I
you will
would
learn
very
how
much
and
play
do
a game
just stuff.
developed by
Embrace the
somebody
randomness,
who used to play
accept
keyboards for
uncertainty,
Dragon Force.
and you'll be surprised.
I feel like that
how
game is
far it
like
takes you.
$4 on Steam,
Imagine
and it
if
looks
you
like a
could
broken
change the course of
PlayStation
life
game.
with a roll of the
Yeah.
dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in
It's all a
yourself?
giant
Take
metaphor
chance.
for dice.
We can't wait for you to play and find out.
We're still a long ways from launch, but we hope you will join Even and Dicey on their journey next year. Until then, please enjoy this
But Dice
first
wants you
look
to
at
use his
Boston
engine,
Random.
so you can't do what you want.
To Random.
It's very cold.
It's Dice is freezing. You might say you could get frostbite.
My toes are gonna fall off.
The world of Random bends with the roll of one dice. A dice that has ruled this kingdom
This looks great.
for generations.
It's a razor, but with dice.
Transforming the fates of people just like you. But what if I told you?
Die, technically.
Yeah,
it's die. Come on.
Die.
With the power to
Nobody wants to say
Words have meanings here, people.
Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll.
Oh no.
To play
I'm not okay with that.
and break the curse of random.
Oh, there it is.
You can't have the sweet without the sour.
You think somewhere Tim Burton is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
No, I just,
No, he's just counting his money.
Sure.
I feel like he can just sue everyone, right? I mean,
Yeah.
They should be.
I mean, I
scared
get the
of
Tim
us.
Burton thing, but this also has a very mid-2000s Double Fine vibe.
I was gonna
to
say
it.
American McGee's
American
Alice.
McGee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you didn't want to be mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really cool.
as a
That's
goof,
what
they
Lost
shouldn't
in
even show
Random
the
in
why.
May.
in
There's
it.
a letter.
It should just
Embracing
stop.
randomness.
It should
I
just
feel
be
like I
like,
live that every day in my
oh,
life.
we forgot to put it in.
You know I was gonna do that? You didn't know that. Dicey's my spirit animal. The game's out next year. But for something that's blasting off a whole lot sooner, take it away, Kevin Franklin.
EA Plur.
I got a
Final
bunch.
Strike
everyone, Chef
Games,
Kevin
our team
here.
of experienced industry veterans have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises. We are passionately focused on making great
Nobody's
multiplayer
garage
games.
is this clean. This is the most
That's
unbelievable
why
thing I've
I'm
seen.
incredibly excited.
Yeah, come on,
to
man,
announce
I'm
that
in a
we have
garage.
partnered with the talented team at EA to
Wait,
release
what?
our first
Oh.
ever title.
EA
Rocket
picked
Arena.
Rocket Arena.
As you'll see, we stay
Apparently.
loyal to the name of the game.
I played this.
It's a rockets-only shooter that allows
Yes.
players to get into the action quickly and stay in the
so
fight.
it's
We wanted Rocket Arena to
find
be
it-
an awesome, competitive experience to play with friends.
Rocket Arena was
I think
a
you're
was a
gonna
Quake
love what we've
mod
got in
that
store
was
for you.
tremendous
Here's
1v1
the all-new
combat, like very
trailer
fast-paced
of
Quake
Rocket Arena.
action.
Enjoy.
This is not that.
Rockets away.
Let's kick this into gear.
It's got a.
Trophy
It's
will soon be mine.
I'm trying to remember. It, you know, it's like
What are you talking about? This looks just like
Quake
Quake.
or something. Yeah, no, I know. I think it's. I'm like
Have you ever
kind of
wondered why
offended
life
a little
is
bit
so
that they called it Rocket Arena. As a fan
Surely
of
not
the
the
mod Rocket Arena.
It's got rockets and it's an
Public
arena.
transportation
Yeah, totally. I mean, you're not wrong.
and exotic destinations. Another victory. The people are courteous and friendly,
Jolly good for me.
and always happy to help their fellow citizens. Are you leaving already? But the real reason life is so good? We've got rockets.
Uh-huh.
I almost said that out loud as a goof for what's the worst thing they could say there.
Yeah.
They did it.
No points for not saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what the mode was. It's like 3v3, and is there I think there's a mode with a ball.
Oh, Rocket
Yeah. Oh, but it's got Smash Brothers rules. So as you take more damage, you fly off the stage further, and so you will eventually get knocked off the stage if you get hit after you've taken too much damage. That's what it is.
Can't believe you couldn't remember that, Jeff.
Yeah. But yeah, this came across as like just mega free to play, like microtransaction skins all up in it. I mean, it was, this was a year ago plus or whatever before EA was involved, so who knows? But I did not have a good time with this game.
Rockets are obviously awesome to blast all over the place, but in order to come out on top, there's a lot to master.
This guy is so pleasant, so I feel bad saying this.
You'll
but,
have a range of rocket-powered abilities
literally
to blast
nothing
opponents
about anything I just watched.
And an arsenal of evasive moves.
A complete absence
rocket
of
jump,
feeling.
Rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself. Don't worry though, you're never out of the action for long. Even when you're out, you'll fly right back into the fray.
Whoa, they invented a mode
You'll
where
also
you
be able
come
to
back
really
after you
customize
die.
your own unique look and playstyle.
Crazy.
Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine each of your heroes'
just got like a little kid.
Yeah, that guy.
Plus, every character has
That's a
100
pirate.
levels of progression that unlock
100
new
levels.
cosmetics and
Oh,
rewards.
those look bad.
All that and much more when Rocket Arena arrives
they
on
look
July
good.
14th. And there's plenty more content to come in our first season, which begins just 2 weeks after launch on July 28th.
Blast Pass.
And brings with it a Blast Pass and a ton of free content, including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character.
I know, you should get Quake and
Rocket
try
Arena
it out.
is a game
It's
meant to
badass.
be played with friends, regardless of platform. That's why we're thrilled to announce cross-play
This just
support
doesn't fit.
right from the start.
Right? It's just not
So
fitting.
grab your friends, regardless
Yeah.
of their platform, and get
In
ready
a
to
world
play
like-
I can't remember
with Rocket
It's like-
Arena.
where like
on July
Crucible.
14th
Tack or
on
something was a big hit.
PlayStation,
Like,
Xbox,
this is,
Origin, and Steam. And we'll
Remember
be sharing
Crucible?
more gameplay right after the show with the help of some great content creators. So check us out on YouTube at the link below. See you in the arena.
Bye.
Wow, that looks great. And hopefully you've all been keeping track
Oh,
of
if
the
he doesn't
golden
pull
letters
another
hidden
letter
throughout
like
the
out
show
of his
and
mouth like a
nearly
clown,
cracked the code.
I'm gonna be
Here's a hint.
upset.
It's not Kanye. Keep an eye out for the last couple of letters, and then at the end of the show, we'll
It's
reveal
weird, the code
where
was
you need to
EA
go to
Play
enter the
sucks.
code
I don't-
for
I
the
can't
chance to
imagine.
win some great games on
Go
Steam.
figure.
Now, from the future of
No
Rocket
one guessed
Warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night, and if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas in June. It's finally time to talk Star Wars Squadrons. Now, okay, I promise you, we are going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first, for anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills, joy,
Is that in the script,
excitement,
like
and then more
EA
chills on top
forces
of that.
all the feel, like
Take a
they
look.
like demand that that's in the press conference script every year now?
Yeah, right. Got to sneak it in.
Yeah.
Seize that moment.
Oh, that's a cool mask.
I'm the perfect shot.
Oh, you're way ahead of me.
I just don't know like who's good and who's bad anymore.
The guys that wear
Everyone's
all,
bad.
all the shiny kind of plasticky stuff, they're the bad guys.
One
Okay,
Everyone's
got
bad.
it.
Yeah.
Galaxy's finest.
Until they become good guys.
Until they become good. Until they realize they're bad.
Until they decide, like, wait, I screwed this up.
Are we the bad guys?
I need a different helmet or something. I don't want to be this. I don't want to do this anymore.
What if I wore like orange? Would I still be the bad guy?
Orange is my favorite color.
Wow. The 8-year-old in all of us is celebrating and excited. The 37-year-old man on this couch is excited. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second year in a row, I have the honor and privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title. And here, to put the hype in hyperdrive is
Luke
none other
Skywalker.
than Motive's creative director,
shit.
Ian Fraser. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
I bet. Now, In my copious notes I have on you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars
Never
fan.
heard of it.
Have been a long time. How long have you liked Star Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan
play
for
Eve
pretty much
Valkyrie
my
in
whole life. I
3-6,
don't even remember the first time I saw the movies. And as a kid,
I've only got one thing to say.
Star Wars I loved.
Engage.
One of them was being a pilot, that idea of climbing into an X-Wing or a TIE fighter. So, you know, I played all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff.
We believe it.
Actually,
We believe it.
drawings.
Don't worry.
You don't have to, like, it's not a hard sell to be like, oh, you're some guy who works in the video game industry and you like Star Wars?
Interview his first
Quite a few people.
You like one of the most popular media franchises on the planet?
This project, I talked to a lot of people as they joined the team, and a lot of them had similar kinds of stories of things they'd done as kids. One of them even built
Greg's like, oh, sorry, I
in
asked.
his garage.
Wow, that's fandom.
I also
on
see
another
you
level.
have Curse
How
of
do you
Straw,
guys
the
go
D&D
from
expansion
being a
book on your
fan,
shelf. Are you a
drawing
big
what you
fan
see
of
in the
that as
game,
well?
Building a cockpit in your garage to actually making.
No, I can't read.
I think that fandom, just love of Star Wars, has provided a really good foundation for us. But on top of that, of course, the team at Motive got a lot of experience working with Star Wars when they worked on Battlefront 2. And when Battlefront 2 wrapped up, there was a really small group of us that were really into particularly the pilot experience within Star Wars. And we wanted to make something new, something that really went all in on that part of the fantasy. And so we did kind of a grassroots initiative, or started a little passion project, and that ramped up into eventually what is the game we're going to show you today.
You talk about, you know, your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the past. How do
Look at
you
those giant brass knuckles in
honor
the
that
background.
but
You see
make
this?
something brand new?
It's been interesting. You know, we're trying to kind of pull from that spiritual heritage of many different games in that time period. At the same time, we want to do something that feels fresh and new for fans today. And so what we've tried to look at is sort of the spiritual core of what I think are the best of the Star Wars flight games of the past. And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons. You know, in real life, being a pilot is hard. It takes skill. And that's something that you'll see throughout the game. You know, as you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward. Fly around,
so
shoot your
realistic.
lasers.
If you're
But as you
colorblind,
get
you
deeper
cannot
into
play
it,
this
you start
game.
learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your engines.
Okay,
How
so
to shift
shield
your shields
management,
from the
that's
front
cool.
to the back to cover your butt in a dogfight. Or at the higher levels of skill, you could do really
Do not
crazy
talk about
stuff.
my butt.
You can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180 and shoot a missile off your own tail while drifting backwards. Like real ace pilot stuff. And that's really where we have a lot of fun with the game.
I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that. I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
multiplayer.
It's actually some of both.
Absolutely
so
not.
The game starts with a brand new single player story, takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi, and it has kind of a unique dual perspective approach to it. So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives mission to mission over the course of the story. You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point. And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends. And so I'm happy to say we fully support crossplay. You could be on PS4,
I wonder if they're going to use
Xbox
Origin
One,
accounts for
PC,
all their
you
crossplay
could be
stuff.
playing on a traditional display or in VR.
Which they already have
Fun fact,
that
the
account
entire
system
game
and
supports VR
nicknames
from
and stuff in
beginning to end.
place.
It's pretty cool. But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all play together. Just hook up with your friend, connect, have an awesome space battle.
You just Death Starred my mind, man. Like, I don't. That's awesome. That is the big question. When can people actually play it?
Yeah.
Not too long,
you
actually.
Enjoy that.
Star Wars Squadrons is coming
That
out
Death
on
Starred
October
my mind.
2nd.
Okay.
Wait, what was the
Not
date?
too long at all. I was worried about
October
you.
2nd.
Leave me a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that. The next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason. Can we see some new gameplay of it?
Can we
any
see
gameplay
Boba Fett's feet?
Absolutely. I kind of figured you might want to.
Boba Fett's
On behalf
Boba Feet.
of everyone at
Let's see
Motive
it.
and the team at Lucasfilm,
You mean
I
he's
am
a bounty
very
hunter
happy
and he
to show
got
you
feet?
The world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons.
I'm
Enjoy.
very curious to see this because Star Wars dogfighting is very much like aerial dogfighting and not space Newtonian, non-Newtonian, or physics where you're drifting and stuff like that. Like it's very much get around somebody's back and not hit the brakes, turn around, and
The second Death Star is gone.
not free
The
space.
Imperial fleet is still at play.
Yeah.
Vanguard Squadron. Let's make history.
I feel like the console games in particular have not really found a depth to that stuff that the PC, more space sim stuff did.
For sure, that.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations, fire on that ship!
Oh, those are the good guys.
And
Got it.
master multiplayer battles
Definitely.
as a Squadron
Definitely.
5, with the option to play the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Come on, come on!
You'll begin your career in a single-player story
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic. You'll experience this world through your cockpit.
I feel like the way they keep leaning on single player is a very specific acknowledgement that they know they can't not do that.
And shields.
Yeah, totally. But also the way they say you'll start your career in single player.
Yeah.
This is like a tutorial plus. I mean, the Battlefront 2 campaign was not too much more than that either.
Yeah.
It was fine, but this always everything I heard about this always kind of made it sound like we're making a 5v5 multiplayer X-wing TIE fighter game,
And that's fine.
and
It's
there'll be a
fun.
campaign. Well, yeah, totally, yeah, absolutely.
To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get them.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind
of fun.
Support ships can keep
What happened to the
allies safe
Y-wing?
and
Come on.
stocked up,
Give me a Y-wing, give me a
as
B-wing.
well as
Give me
disrupting
an
enemy
A-wing.
fighters.
Like it's a little
Yeah,
short
no,
and stout.
A-wing's in there already. Yeah, nothing like an A-wing.
Bombers
But
are the heavy hitters, able to deal
No B-wing, no
devastating
bombers.
damage to enemy flagships
No, the
and
Y-wing's a bomber.
starfighters.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the B-wing was the one that did
I'll
the.
take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and
I ain't never heard no
starfighters
U-wing. Is
simply
what I'm
by
saying.
playing the game.
I think the B-wing was the toy I had where
to
you
an
turn the
arsenal
thing
of
and
over
the
50
cockpit turns
components
with
and
it.
alter how
Yeah,
your
that was
ships
cool.
fly,
I was like, they
fight,
did
and
a
survive.
B-wing expansion for.
They're on you.
I'll deal with it.
You can
for
dramatically
X-Wing,
change your
yeah.
loadout depending on your squadron's strategy.
Finally got him.
This will be critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes.
Modes.
Dogfight mode,
First up,
you shoot.
dogfights.
5v5, you shoot them.
This is an all-out 5v5 battle. Fine-tune your loadouts to work
I
as a team.
don't like the way these cockpit views look.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets.
It seems like they're
and
trying
mines
to.
to slow down your
Well,
opponents
so keep in mind, A, it
or
has
set
VR
up your
support.
squad mates for the kill.
And B, they're trying. It seems like they're
For
trying
teams
to
looking for
evoke
an even greater
those
challenge,
PC games
it's time
where
to
they
Sure.
prove
can.
yourself in Star Wars
I mean, and
Squadrons
see,
Where all those instruments matter. You know.
like they're
battles are
you got to make the
multi-stage
cockpit look like the
conflicts.
cockpit from the movies. Like there's
Whether
only so much they
playing
can
solo
do.
or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
I think it's ship dependent because this one looks a lot better. It was the one with the weird
Yeah.
diagonal thing.
Yeah, they're all gonna be.
Strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare
Love to hang
for
out in the
takeoff.
social hub. Find me in the
First,
social hub.
Push the front line
Love
by
to
winning
have
the
my
dogfight.
Dengar do a dab in the
Mountain
social
Dew.
hub.
Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or
haven't played
falls back
Battlefield
to defend.
before. It's like a mode like that,
It's
but
your
in
squadron's
space.
choice of how to play.
Do I get like a Millennium Falcon kill streak?
Unrelenting assaults.
Look at that.
That, I would not be shocked if they had something like that in there.
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
Or brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Looks really nice.
Yeah.
Attack run now.
Let's make this count.
I feel like anyone who is complaining about certain ships or wings not being represented should be very prepared to buy those as DLC down the road.
Yes.
I want to say they said no microtransactions because of how things have gone for them. They had to be like, dude, no, trust the police. We're not.
Yeah,
Is a DLC
game.
is a DLC pack the same as a microtransaction?
I'm gonna say I would count it as yes.
Sure,
I would
it's a
say
macro
any additional
transaction.
money- Any additional money would be any additional money. So
Yeah, I'm excited to play that. And, uh-oh.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Lamar.
How'd you get this number?
I'm excited to be a part of the EA Sports family and to be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you this season. This is EA Sports.
They couldn't send a camera crew to him? He's the Madden cover athlete.
Do you think the Madden crew
is he
still applies?
quarantining for the season to come back or something? Like,
I don't know.
It's like I'm lightning.
They do still seem to think football's gonna happen. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not afraid that you
Football is an inevitability.
Ooh, ah. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't like that. Was that a hand cut in half?
Told you Dead Space was coming.
somebody. I never thought I could rise to another way.
It's just me and the keeper.
FIFA's got fatalities this year. You can rip out hearts, rib cages. It's sick. There's Goro.
Taylor kicks your head off like a soccer ball.
Yeah.
And you're a hero. And history carves your name.
You know what? It sounds like
I kind of like this.
It's just the one game. We've got all the football.
Just show me a puck. Just show me.
They won't.
Just show me the blade of escape.
There are two sports, Jeff. Two sports.
And they're both football.
They're both called football.
Well, maybe not in Canada.
I don't know if I want to see the blade of escape in this trailer. I'm afraid of what it would do.
What do you think cut that hand in half?
Oh.
Is that a bait? No.
I would love it. This game, right? It's just football versus football. You wanted it. Here we go.
Is that a meteor? Was that a meteor striking the Earth there for a second in the middle of all this football? What the fuck is
You have
going on?
7 seconds to make this play.
Dude, this season's gonna be wild, man.
Yeah.
2020. It's actually a camera shot from the bottom of the arena after the Dark Knight Rises bit.
I was just thinking the whole Bane thing.
I maintain that those games should not have crowds.
Agreed.
It's good.
That's a lot to look forward to, but there's more.
Oh,
Here to
I
tell
fucking
us
hate
about
hockey.
the future
Say
of
it.
gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
This one's for you, Jeff Packmar.
Thanks, Greg.
I hate hockey.
And thanks, Lamar. Welcome to the EA Sports family. There are great things to come from EA Sports for all of you, and that's just the beginning. As you've seen throughout the show
Thank you
today,
for saying our electronic artists.
are working hard to
Yeah,
bring
what?
you more
I
of the
feel like it's
games
been-
that you want to play. Games
It's
like
been like
Star Wars
30 years
Squadrons,
coming. This is it's all been leading up to this
and Command
moment.
and
This
Conquer.
is the apex.
These
if you
games
will.
all exist because of you.
I think that's a
Your voices
lightsaber on
are
her
heard,
stand
and
there.
we're
I dig
acting on
that.
your feedback.
Nice lightsaber.
Sure.
Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new gameplay, all enabled by new console technology. And
Yeah,
we're
that'd be
so
like a
excited
really
about
long
what's
time.
to come, we don't want to wait until next June to
There's not going to be an
share
E3 then
what the
either.
teams are
So
working on.
What?
Generation shifts are an opportunity to push beyond the boundaries of gaming as we know it today. And this time is no different. Our studios are taking their crazy ambitious ideas and making them real. Criterion is known for how their games feel. From superior physics to nuanced details
Jesus,
of
that's not
gameplay,
video.
this team
Yeah,
hand
that's-
curates the moment to
That
moment
actually does
experience.
look pretty damn good.
And with the new consoles this year, there will be a seamless immersion
I like
which will
this
get you into the
graphic.
race in a matter of seconds. BioWare imagines and creates worlds where you become the hero of your own story. And we're using this next generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds your reality. For every console generation, DICE sets
It's kind of
the
wild
bar
that
for
EA's cars
excellence
kind of
in audio
outshine
and visual
Sony's cars.
presentation. We are creating epic battles
Yeah.
at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before. At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in your hands. And it's an experience that would have been impossible
So I guess this is
without
a
next-gen
year where they
technology.
show games that will not be out soon.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning of the things we are working
like
on,
Overdrive.
and there is so much more to come. The future of
We
EA
just got our dev
Studios is
kits.
not just
We're
about
working
new
real hard.
technology. It's
This guy
about
flips
you,
and picks up
your
I don't know.
voices, your ideas.
We have to work from home now.
We want to
Yeah.
be where you come to play. We want to make games for everyone. So please keep giving us your feedback and let's build the future together.
And your money.
On behalf of all of our studios, thank you for joining us today.
Oh.
But before we sign off,
Before we
there's
sign
just
off,
one more game.
Anthem.
Really?
Skate
Cousin
3 for
Friend,
mobile.
Over to you.
Thank you.
I hope we get one more golden
so
letter.
The moment is here. We finally get to say.
Because
We're back. We're doing it. Skate's happening. We're rolling.
What?
We secretly got together. It's the beginning. The skate evolution continues.
We've been
We
waiting
finally get to
years,
say it, and then they
honestly,
don't say the
to-
word Skate
to make the
4.
right game at the right time with the right idea, and really, really pleased to say that we're here.
Started
It
2
is
days
really
ago.
early, but it takes a little while to find Cuz or wake him up.
Dude, harsh. Still, we've got a long way to go, but we're stoked, and this is just the beginning.
And seriously,
So wait,
we,
which
we
studio is
really
making this?
can't wait to bring you guys in and have you be a
They
part
didn't-
of it with us.
I don't.
We want to thank you for your passion, your patience, and all the support that you've shown. You know, us
Please
to
stop
get to
bombing
this
the EA
point.
social media accounts.
It's amazing. We cannot believe you commented this into existence. Amazing.
Just say it. They didn't say it.
They haven't said the word.
He said
Skate
skate forever.
Guys, we did it. We brought back Skate. Thank you to EA. Thank you to Cuz. Thank you to Darren. Thank you to you. Thank you to me.
All right.
I can't believe
Hashtag Mass
that
Effect
I'm so
Remastered.
happy
Get
in
it
my
out there,
heart.
guys.
Is this what
We can do this.
We are a minimum of
Yeah.
2 years
Ladies and
away from
gentlemen.
showing you any of it.
I can't
You guys
believe
get
it. Before
credit
we
for
go,
that in some
because
capacity?
I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret.
That
Just
had a
throw 'em
real
out there.
vibe of
Let's-
like,
You've got the
okay,
complete code.
fine,
Go
we'll make
to
it.
player.gg/EA and enter for a chance to win one of thousands of free games sponsored by player.gg. You can find the official rules
Skate
and everything
5.
else over
Where is it?
at player.gg/EA.
They didn't say
Now,
Skate 4.
This has
They
been
didn't actually
an
say Skate 4.
amazing experience, an amazing
No,
opportunity
just
for all of us
forever.
all over the world to come together and celebrate gaming.
Good
Thank
boy.
you for being part of EA Play.
So
Until
this
next
was
time, I'll see you online. It's been my
Bad,
pleasure
but
to
it was
serve you.
different. It was a different bad.
Yeah, weird. That's
The game-
that had a real vibe of, well, whatever. Hey, you know, end of the generation. Just got to get this stuff out the door, and then we can focus on what's next. Let's not announce too much. I don't know. I don't know. Trying to think what the strategy is here, because
I don't know.
I mean, hey, Star Wars looks good, and they're gonna make a
Oh,
new
yeah.
skate game eventually, which, you know, hey, so that's cool.
But they found a way to
Weird.
announce new Skate in like the way that was like
The
the
worst
least
way
exciting way possible.
Like, the only way that's exciting is if you know who Cuz is, and you're like, all right, well, they drug that guy back out of whatever fucking dumpster he fell asleep in. Passed out drunk, like they woke him. All right, great. So at least you look at that and you're like, fucking yeah, all right. But
I mean, if they don't even have like a logo to show, like this might have happened over the weekend. Like,
yeah, I know. Where they're like, we just don't have anything for this show.
All
No
right, I'm gonna
Anthem,
switch
no
away
Mass
here.
Effect.
That's interesting. I'm gonna. So
I feel like.
So I think there would have been a lot more weight on that if the Squadron stuff hadn't leaked, right? That's kind of a big announcement to see.
Well, they
see that.
put it out there, didn't they?
They did after it
I think
leaked.
after it leaked,
Okay.
yeah.
All
Like
right.
it showed up on Xbox.com, and then they were like, hey, we got a Star Wars game coming.
And the only weird thing for me is, well, not the only weird thing. One of the weird things. So Microsoft had their third party thing. Sony is kind of, I guess, for next console stuff, for PS5 and Series X stuff. So are we going to see more announcements for next gen games until the normal game cycle starts, or is this kind of it for third party?
For third party?
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume that's going to be it for EA, but also, you know, I guess they didn't really talk timing for Need for Speed, but I think if that was this year, they probably would have talked timing.
He just made that one car. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
that's left so far.
Like it was like 2 weeks ago, they put out like a blog post saying like, I think they talked about the crossplay stuff maybe, or they talked about like, hey, Need for Speed Heat, we got some new stuff coming soon for the two of you that are still playing it. You're on separate platforms, so we'd love for the two of you to be able to like reconnect one day and play online. And then they said, hey, of course we're going to make a new Need for Speed game. But that was kind of it.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, maybe if they were going to do a game this year, they probably would have a name. They probably would have something more specific. So that's not this year. But I guess they're not on an annual cycle with that anymore anyway. They've kind of got away from that. But
I think for me, it's one of those things where, after the Sony thing, I mean, I guess we still have Ubisoft. They have a thing coming up and all Microsoft first party stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I just want to see, like, I'm so into seeing what's next now, right? Like, I want to see what these things look like on PS5 and Series X. And I'm sure I'm not alone, but like, I know there's a big market out there already, but nothing in there. Nothing in there is. I mean, I think that Star Wars stuff is cool, but not super jazzed coming out of that. I don't know. Like, didn't
Nothing
get
to get really excited about. Nothing to like really just get, I don't know, amped up for. It was just so flat.
Well, especially for near-term stuff. Like, I'm excited that they will make a new Skate game. Finally they said, okay, fine, we'll do it.
They didn't even say it.
But exactly, that's the thing.
Right.
But that's the thing is like, we don't know the nature of the game.
Yeah.
Is it actually a mobile game?
Could
Is
it,
it
could it be that mobile thing that they were?
Yeah, right. Like, is it something like that? Like, I feel like they would say that they would get that out of the way up front and not fuck with people. If that was the route they were going to go, but like, that's minimum 2 years out at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like, if they're just like the final thing, here's two guys talking about skateboarding without even really giving you the name of a game other than saying Skate is back, we're working on it.
Well, I guess it could be. I mean, those press releases could be going out now, right? Like, what the
they've been sending them out like during the show. Like, they already sent out the one for EA Originals and said like, hey, here's Rocket Arena.
A lot of
So
that
mad.
was Rocket Arena.
I'm so mad.
Well,
call it anything else. I don't think the game is terrible, like, by any means, but it's like, whatever. It's not, didn't seem amazing, but like, it seemed functional. It was not bad, but don't call it Rocket Arena.
The Rockettes Arena. That's what
it's easy. It's easy. Just don't name it after this beloved. Fuck. I'm not seeing any more emails just yet, other than the original stuff.
They made DE Dust and be done with it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think I really, me personally, wanted to just really see a Mass Effect remaster announcement. I don't. This doesn't seem like it would fit in now that we're on the other side of this, like that announcement. But although they spent a lot of time talking about The Sims on Steam, which just seemed like a bit of a commercial. I mean, the whole thing's a commercial, but a little bit of like, hey, you can go buy it now on Steam.
Right.
And I guess there's stuff coming.
They
to
didn't
Steam.
even announce new content for Sims 4. Like, it was just here's a new platform.
Yeah.
Hmm?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey.
I mean, I imagine this was like actually at E3. I just feel like, oh my god.
Their stuff has never, or in the last couple of years, has not been big on the big announcement stuff. Their press conference stuff has been at least they go into the sports stuff during the regular E3. I mean, even if you're going to show Madden or FIFA, talk a little bit about it.
Right. Instead, they just kind of put out that's basically a trailer saying like, here's what our next gen stuff is looking like, and kind of rolled in Madden and FIFA and Need for Speed and that motive game.
I don't know.
And like, what, Madden will come out this year. FIFA seems like that'd be a launch game. I don't know if they've said one way or the other.
Well, so Madden
is that EA's lineup for next gen.
Well, Madden's August, right? Is that right, Alex? Isn't that when?
Yeah.
So you think Madden comes out and then launches with the new consoles, and
that's
then,
how they've done that in the past, yeah. And they said, I think there was a story on Polygon today or yesterday or something where they kind of got into this thing is they're already out there talking specifics about like some of the things they want to change in this year's game in terms of just like, hey, playing defense should be like not a drag, or or there's certain types of defense, whatever, football, I don't know. But yeah, they kind of get into more specifics about that stuff that they then didn't touch on here at all, which is fine. I mean, the information gets out there one way or the other, and it helps them keep this thing tighter and more sizzly. But I just don't think they had the sizzle to make it sizzly. So that's kind of the problem, right?
Well, yeah, and again, maybe that Star Wars thing in the middle of the show would have been their big thing if it hadn't. I watched that trailer already. I thought it looked cool, and got to see it again. Any other thoughts? Here's a thought. That Sony thing was good. That Sony thing, I really enjoyed that.
You're stoked, huh?
I that's got me excited for spending a lot of money, or potentially spending a lot of money on a new console.
It's also made me much more interested in seeing what Microsoft does next, because I think that that's their time to respond will be. Hey, there was some rumor going around yesterday that that they, and who knows, right? It's just rumors, people talking, but there was talk that hey, they want to try to make that July event a serious banger, and someone else getting out there and saying hey, that cheap version of that console is going to be half the price of the other one, and they might be prepared to fucking go real hard on price in a real wild way.
Could you imagine
this generation real crazy out of the gate? Which that could be really interesting. And then just see what Halo looks like, and presumably they'll announce Fable, right? I mean, they're doing that, right?
Are they?
Are they?
Playground Games, the Forza Horizon studio, hired up for an action RPG or some kind of RPG style game a while ago, and so we were half expecting Fable to get announced last year. So I would think that has to be there, but whatever. Anyway, EA. I don't know, hey, a Mass Effect remaster would not have made that press conference that much more exciting.
Yeah,
you shut your mouth. It would have been great. And
no, they're still getting ready to put out the Crysis remaster. How many remasters do you want them to announce in a row?
I mean, they need stuff to tide people over at the end of the console cycle,
right, or the beginning of the new one, because they don't have enough games. So that's the fear, right? Is if we end up with a repeat of last time out, but for different reasons, where it's hey, there are very few games out there that are brand new for these consoles, but they're backwards compatible, and that's great. And now here's a bunch of remasters. I don't know. I wonder how that'll go.
I would have taken a 5 to 10 minute journey with them in good faith if they sat down with somebody and said, "All right, let's talk Anthem. All right, now let's talk about what's going on with Anthem." Right? I would have been curious to see them explaining, hey, maybe it didn't set the world on fire, but we got a lot of big plans for Anthem. It's Anthem.
That only works if they have a lot to show. And I honestly, I feel if the reporting hadn't happened and they hadn't had to get out there and confirm that they were taking him, if they were able to just quietly let everyone else forget about Anthem and then just kind of drop it and say, check out what we did, that would be cool.
I mean, Anthem didn't come to Steam.
Not yet. They're still, they just put out more games today. They've been putting out games in packs over the last week or so. So I have to imagine they eventually achieve parity with everything that's on Origin if they want EA access to eventually live there. Syndicate still needs to come to Steam, I think, too. The one game on Origin I care about.
Syndicate Remastered.
Dude, yes, okay.
See, now you get it. Now you get it.
It's, hey, here's new DLC for Syndicate. They had plans. They just didn't get to make it because the game didn't quite do well enough, but they had DLC already mapped out. They had ideas they didn't get to execute on. They got cut off at the goddamn knees.
So stay tuned. If you're watching this live, stay tuned. Jeff's gonna tell us all about his Syndicate conspiracy theories.
Have they announced? Had they talked about? I remember hearing a wind of this at some point, but their dual entitlement thing, which is I guess their euphemism for smart delivery or whatever it is.
Yeah. You pay for you pay a bit for the upgrade.
Yeah. So
pay.
I thought
you do not pay.
Wait, I thought for Madden you get your coupon or something. No.
It's free for the year. They said it'd be free this year for the until Madden 22 comes out, I believe is what they said.
So this is
originally that window was much tighter, and it was going to be 90 days or something if you wanted the free upgrade, and then from there they'd be like, go buy it, I don't care. But it sounds like that they have extended that.
Yeah, I'm just skimming through the press release they just blasted, and it says that there's exceptions applied to this agreement. Physical discs cannot currently be used to upgrade to discless consoles.
Yeah, so if you buy the disc-free PS5 and you buy a disc version of Madden on PS4, you're out of luck.
You're boned
because you can't put the disc in to let it work. So.
Yeah, nothing really about Skate aside from the work on the next evolution in the Skate franchise. So if that next evolution is a mobile game, that could be something. But
I'm as cynical as it gets. Even I can't be cynical enough to think that they would go to all this trouble to then turn around the Skate 3 mobile port.
Gotcha. Yeah. I could not. That would be unfathomable.
I think even if they were working on that at one point, like they finally just go okay, they're actually, we've run the numbers on this enough times to think we can make this work. So let's make a console game.
They could literally shut thousands of people up just by saying the word Skate 4, right? Like
thousands of people don't matter. Who cares about thousands of people? They care about millions of people.
I mean, but looking at the YouTube chat of that player, it might be millions of people.
Maybe. I mean, and that's what they're banking on, right? They probably had to sit there and look at it for a while and think like, okay, how do we budget this? Like, how many people actually care enough about Skate? Like, they know what it used to sell. That's why they stopped making them.
Right.
So they have to look at it and go like, is there actually enough demand here? And how do we resource against that? What's the budget for that game? So, they've probably tried multiple times over the years. There's always someone at EA that wants to try to make some old game happen, but they have to pitch it. They have to come up with a budget and say, hey, we think we can make this much money if you give us this much.
Right.
And that has, probably led to different small versions of Skate being cooked and thought about and all this other stuff. So hopefully this is actually them being able to say, the numbers finally worked out. We get a budget to make a real, proper, actual Skate game and not have it be some mobile game and not have it be, some remaster or just some like disappointing budget thing. The Tony Hawk 5 of Skate or something, So that's the hope, is like enough people finally weighed in and said #Skate 4 for them to say, oh, but also like, how do you not, it's the words are already going around so much. How do you not just capitalize on some kind of SEO around that? And say,
That's what I'm saying. That's what
the work's begun.
Like, literally, they should call the game #Skate 4.
Yeah. Oh my God. Of course.
That is the only hashtag I will allow.
The list.
And I don't know if they said during. I don't think they did during the presentation, but both of those EA originals, the It Takes Two and Lost in Random, are for 2021.
2021.
Okay. Big year 2021.
That too.
A lot of big games in 2021 apparently.
Yeah, get set.
It's gonna be a hell of a year.
We'll see.
That I want to thank this panel of experts: Ben Pack, Alex Navarro, Jeff Bakalar from CNETs. If you don't know, that's CNET's Jeff Bakalar here with us.
How about that?
Look at that. What's going on at CNET?
You tell me.
Okay, speakers.
I love it when the actor goes on like Conan O'Brien and he's like, "You got anything to plug?" And he's like, "Yeah, you fucking know."
You read the prompt.
Come on, CEO.
Yeah. No, we've got plenty of fun coverage for everything that can plug in. So
you have a Last of Us 2 review up right now.
Yeah, go check that out. That was a lot of fun to make.
Jeff Gershman, thank you very much.
Buy my Grand Theft Auto San Andreas original soundtrack box set in stores now.
Thank you very much for showing that off.
Yeah.
Thanks
for having me on.
Thanks for standing during all of that. That's
wow.
That's that's good.
A chair in my garage. I realized that too late.
All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody, and thanks everybody for watching. And if you're watching this anywhere that's not giantbomb.com, head over there for other stuff. It's a lot of fun. I've been there. A lot of great stuff. Thanks everyone. We'll catch you next time. The summer of not E3 reveals continues. We'll be back soon. See ya.